do under pressure.
Gentlemen and ladies, welcome back, or welcome to the first Gimig podcast. We're very excited. We just want to talk about our backstory in this episode and just how we got to where we are, the channel that we built in the past and the future of it. But the whole podcast is going to be about documenting our success story, documenting our journey towards success, towards making it. We're confident in the channel and just our whole kind of empire that we're going to build and that we've been building. And yeah, man, I think we just have so much lore that we want to talk about.
Yeah,
and
like
chop it up about.
Yeah, as the videos go on, I think we should just continue to talk about whatever we did,
I agree.
whatever we filmed.
Yeah, like every time we have a YouTube video, there will be a podcast with it. And every other episode will also have a guest going forward. So we'll talk about their kind of paths to success.
Yeah.
That's what it's going to be about. Not as motivational, kind of like half funny, half motivational, but it's going to be very different than other podcasts. Other podcasts, all these people, like, they get the comments like, oh, podcast equipment's too cheap or whatever. It's not going to be like that, okay? We're not just going to be yapping. We're going to have an objective.
Yeah.
And we want to look back on these and really just tell our stories. But yeah, we have Luch here.
What's up? Yeah, I'm excited to start this. It's going to be great.
It's going to be huge.
I'm just excited to just, like, document everything that we do. Just
exactly.
Talk about, like, film a video. Every time there's always lore. There's always a story. I'm just excited to talk about it every week.
Exactly. Yeah. And not only that, dude, but Luch has been here the whole channel. You know, throughout the whole journey, he's been here. So it's been 50-50.
Yeah, wouldn't be here without me at all. Yeah.
Yeah. That's where we're going with that?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a little ego, no?
No.
A bit of that was an ego move.
Yeah.
That was like an ego. I wasn't even that's
there's
okay.
a difference between ego and truth.
No, that's true, but it's like a little ego.
Yeah,
there's a little like premeditated ego.
It was half.
He was totally.
I was half joking.
No, but
I was half joking.
He was definitely prepping.
But there's
that
some
before.
truth. No,
but there was no prep. He was totally
Zero
prepping
prep.
it before the show started.
Zero prep.
Total
before
prep.
The show.
Total prep.
Before the show.
There was a total prep of that.
No,
you knew you were going to say that.
I
Wouldn't
didn't.
be here without me.
It came off the dome.
No, I get
it came
it.
off the dome.
I agree.
It came
I'm
off
just
the
saying
dome.
that was total. He was gonna say that, but that's okay. Whatever, dude.
Whatever, man.
No, but there is a lot.
Those who know, know.
Yeah, there's a lot of truth to that. The channel wouldn't be here without Luch, and it wouldn't have gone in the direction it went with Luch.
Without right.
So Luch, the whole backstory, and we'll get into the nitty gritty, but the whole backstory is Luch and I for 3 years had the YouTube channel throughout high school.
Yeah.
Then he went to college.
Kinda
it was on a roll.
I abandoned the whole thing.
He abandoned ship.
I abandoned ship.
But
I
don't blame him. I don't blame him. We were making no money.
We were very inconsistent.
Yeah,
too.
we were very inconsistent. We weren't making any money, but we did build a real platform. You know what I mean? And then I kind of took it over. Luch, everything was split 50-50. It was like a marriage. He was doing all the editing and filming.
Yeah.
I was in front of the camera. You know, we were both kind of running all the other socials, but we couldn't get any brand deals because we weren't 18. There were a bunch of other things we really just couldn't do. So it didn't make sense for parents that we both had parents that wanted us to go to college. I just refused no matter what. But Luch wanted to also go. He had to go and he wanted to go at the time. So he went to college while I kind of continued the channel, but I didn't really continue it in the way that we wanted it to go. Yeah. But that's okay. We learned the lessons and we're here. We're going to build that loyalty back, build that family back. And this is what the podcast is about, man. Just documenting
the whole thing. Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm just happy to be back doing it, man.
Exactly, dude. Luch is like I don't know if you've ever seen I forgot the guy. It's like you're like a manager, filmer, editor. It's almost like what's his name, dude? He like produces all the songs for so many artists.
Oh, Benny Blanco?
Yeah. Luch is like the Benny Blanco of our whole channel and everything. Like he's the mastermind behind a lot of the ideas, editing. He built the brand Liam Gimig. Like I was in front of the name.
With the name.
I was the one in front of the camera, but he built the lore. He built the everything. So that's why I kind of lost that when he went to college and he did his thing, I did my thing. But now we're back, man. I think we came together. It was one heart to heart. We had like a 4-hour long phone call.
It was great.
And I was like, look, man, I mean, you know, I'm not going to get too personal yet because it's your story to tell. But Luch was kind of like, I don't know what direction to go in with with what I'm doing in like life and school and everything. And I was just like, dude, I can't do this without you. So we kind of had like a 4-hour convo. And at the end of the convo, we decided like, look, man, we're a team. We built this together. It has so much potential. Like we've had that love from the fans and from everybody. And it's time to come back together and just do this, man. One more shot.
Yeah.
One Hail Mary. And I think we're going to do it, man. We've been streaming. We've been doing the podcast. We're second week in a row uploading on YouTube consistently.
I think we're more prepared now than ever.
100%.
And we did it once. We did it once, we could do it again.
We did it once, we could do it again. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So not only that, obviously it's not ideal to have to build back our whole thing, but I'm happy that we're gonna do it, man. And it's all a part of the story.
And you kind of reminded me, like on that phone call, you were like, dude, this is what you love. Like not exactly, the college life, not all that. Like you reminded me, like, you gotta find a balance. You gotta really 100%. Grind.
And you were I told him, man, I was like, the only time you speak super, super passionately,
yeah,
like you're so passionate. The only time you're truly 100% passionate about something was YouTube, bro. And that's the same thing with me. And I was like, dude, there's no reason we can't do it.
Absolutely.
So I was like, look, dude, we're going to save up enough money. I'm going to move down to Florida. Now we live in the same complex. So we live together now. We've been doing this every day, man. It's every day, bro. So we're very excited. We've been doing the podcast, streams, consistently uploading on YouTube, and the future's bright. We're building that brand, and we're doing it again.
Yeah.
So we're just excited, man. We want just an overload of content, and almost to make up for what I haven't done, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Because it was so inconsistent. But I think,
and it was hard for you, dude.
100%.
We had multiple phone calls about how you were struggling to put out content by yourself. Like you were just hopping from filmer to filmer.
Yeah.
It was hard, dude.
Dude, it was like I got out of like a long-term relationship, and then I was just kind of bopping around, you know? Filmer to filmer. Luch left. Yeah. I had my like 4-year-long relationship. It just became a man.
Just became a man for
but in all seriousness, dude, it was really hard. Like I remember there would be all my friends went to college, and I would just be sitting at home alone. I had no filmer. I wanted to be consistent. I had good ideas. We built this whole thing, and I just couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah.
And that was just so hard, but we're back, and we're here, and we're just documenting our story to success, bro. It's a beautiful story, which I guess we could get into now.
Yeah, we could go back into some favorite memories.
So I guess I'll start.
Yeah, if you want to start.
Our moms were friends in college. Then they had us. We're literally 3 days apart.
Born in the same hospital?
Same hospital, same everything, dude. So yeah, that's kind of how we met. We were just childhood best friends, and we did everything together, dude. Like we used to make movies on iMovie. We still have so much footage, bro.
Yeah, when we hit all of that.
When we hit 1 million subs one day, it's gonna be a literal movie because we have footage of us as 4-year-olds, as literal
playing
4-year-olds
playing as superheroes and fighting,
making
Spider-Man
movies on
versus
iMovie.
Venom. Yeah.
At like 4, 5, 6, 7 years old.
6, 7.
So 6, 7. But yeah, dude. So it's sick, and that's kind of how we met. We found that love, and then he went to a different school.
Found love for
the content.
Specify, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Total platonic relationship.
Yeah.
Generally.
Right. Found love for content.
Yeah. Fell in love with the dynamic we had, and bro, 3 years straight, like all of middle school, no views. I remember it was the beginning of 8th grade. I was like, look, bro. I'm not going to be a professional soccer player, I decided. And you didn't know what you were doing. I was just like, dude, we got it.
I literally only liked filming random stuff in my house.
Yeah. And I was like, dude, we got it. We have to do this.
Yeah.
We have to do it. So I made a channel, then COVID happened. That kind of just, sorry, excuse me.
Set us back a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. That set us back like 10 seconds. That's my bad.
What? No, I'm talking about the COVID set us back.
Yeah, COVID set us back. But anyway.
Remember, we were like completely quarantined, couldn't do anything, and then right after quarantine, we were locked in.
We were locked in, and it was really
August
after
of 2020.
Yeah, and then but after that, obviously we hit it was like freshman and sophomore year of high school. We hit like 5K subs. Then you did your own thing again. You kind of left the channel.
Kind of left.
Rightfully so.
Minor beef.
And then there was a little beef actually, and then I kind of went in my own direction. And dude, and let me just say this, and then I'll continue. Every time I've done the channel alone, it's never worked.
Yeah, right.
We have to do it together.
Yeah, I know. It's like a pattern that God
it's literally a
is
pattern.
But
now it's a pattern. Now we're locked in. But anyway, so we did that, and then junior year of high school, I was like, look, we're locked in. We started again, ripped.
Balanced school and did that, ripped.
Instantly, it did well.
Drove down every weekend. I lived an hour away from him, so I drove down.
We lived an
every
hour away.
weekend
I would either go up there,
film.
or he would take like a 2-hour train down.
Yeah.
It was cooked, bro, but we got it done. We were
done.
relatively consistent. We built this platform, and we met so many cool people, and we're just hype, man, to just have that back. But that's kind of our backstory summed up, man.
Yeah,
I mean, we're going to get into a lot of the nitty-gritty. We have so many stories. We literally have 10 years worth of lore.
Yeah, this is just an intro, just so you guys get to, see us talking to you guys on a podcast. Just
this hat is so annoying. but
yeah, these glasses.
No, we're thugging it out
the whole time.
The whole time.
I said I wanted to take them off. Like,
no, you're good. You already moved them up. The beginning of the podcast, they were kind of down.
They were down. Now they're up.
Now that's a middle ground.
I'll keep
we're not
like
settling
this.
for off.
All right, fine. We'll keep them on. But
I feel like it's Niagara Falls on my whole head, bro. It's
it
sweating
looks so
right
weird
now, dude.
from the side.
Is it normal though? We're good. Are we good?
You look like you're straight out of like a 1920s movie. Like just like that's not the face it would
Spending too much time with Dylan.
Yeah, just way too much time.
Oh, shout out Dylan. Love that kid.
But yeah, this is just so you guys can get like a kind of a taste of us just talking with microphones and more of a professional, well-lit setting. We set this up. We're two dumbasses trying to figure this out without Jacob.
Yeah, Jacob. Shout out Jacob. He's our filmer / we don't have an actual producer, but he's like our filmer.
Yeah,
so.
He's basically a producer.
So he does like all the actual like back end stuff. So setting this up was really hard.
Yeah,
but we're here. I would just say, bro, let's each tell two of our favorite stories, memories during our prime. Because we had a prime, bro. Like we really had a prime.
I want to go first.
Okay, you go first. You tell a story, I'll tell a story. You tell one, then I'll tell one.
My favorite story to tell is probably the one in Target that one time, which there's a lot of them. Oh, sorry.
I know which one. The punch?
Yes. So basically, me and Liam were in Target in, I forget where we were, either New York or Connecticut. And we went up to these random people, and Liam had a Taylor Swift and a Kanye like vinyl.
Vinyl, yeah.
And this was the most harmless thing we've ever done. We've done the craziest things to people, and when we were younger. And you went up to this guy with Kanye or Taylor Swift, and he just looked at us with the most menacing look ever.
Yeah.
Just stared us deeply into our eyes. Like, I was like, what are you going to do, right? So he comes behind my shoulder. I'm filming. Mind you, we weren't able to drive at the time, so we had like suitcase, or we had duffel bags. I had it all over my shoulder because he couldn't have it in the shot because I was filming him. And the guy goes over my shoulder. I'm thinking he's going to stab me or something. And he like asks to see the footage. So we're all looking at the camera. He punches the camera out of my hand onto the shelf. Somehow doesn't break. The screen was out. I don't know how it didn't break.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was just because it was so random. It was so like
I wonder if they're still together, that couple.
Oh yeah, it was a couple too.
Yeah, it wasn't even a random dude. It was a guy and his girlfriend.
Yeah, he did it while his girlfriend was.
Dude,
watching.
I hate when guys act tough around their girlfriends.
It's the worst
so
thing ever,
annoying,
man.
bro. It's
just
so
like
weird.
Walk away.
If you're a dude and you act tough around your girlfriend, it's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing, but whatever. So that's
one for me, and then you could go, and then we'll go back.
I mean, my favorite story, and this is a collective story, but just meeting Balin.
Yeah.
For sure, bro. We were fans of Balin for I think we were fans of Balin for like 3 years. Then he slid up on he DM'd us one day and was like, dude, I love your videos. He sent me a picture of him watching them. That was the most
oh man, that was a surreal moment. Yeah.
Surreal moment I think in my whole life. Then we're kind of building that, like we like kind of became boys a little bit over time. And then during the summer, I went to his tour and I went backstage and I met the whole crew, like Lucas, the filmer, so goated. They're all the most down to earth people, and they just made my night. And that was like the coolest day of my life. I was with my friends. Luch wasn't there; he was on vacation.
Yeah, I was on vacation, but then I flew back.
Yeah, then he flew back for the New York tour because I went to the Chicago one, and then
went right down to New York City. That was great.
Yeah, and then we went to, then he got to meet Balin, and it was sick, bro. And we just talked for like an hour.
Chopped it up.
In this hotel lobby, Balin stayed up and just talked to us for like an hour.
It was great, man. Imagine that after a show, he just like...
Yeah, exactly. He was tired after a whole show, tours and everything. He was leaving New City the next day, and he stayed up and for like an hour, just talked about our duo dynamic and just everything, bro. And that's why it's like there's so much lore. We got to just do it. Yeah. And that's what we're documenting here.
Right.
But yeah, next story.
I would say probably hitting 1,000 subs on YouTube. I always talk about that one because I think I said it on the Twitch stream, our first Twitch stream, because we've been working so hard for, 2 years prior to that. Yeah. Keep that face on.
All right, go.
We worked hard for like 2 years prior to that, and without any results, without anything. And constantly going from channel to channel with a few hundred subs, but then hitting that 1,000 was like, okay, it's different this time. Now there's actually growth that can happen from here. Like we actually put our all into this, and now we're seeing results. Now we're seeing something change from, a few hundred here and there to now
'Cause
1,000.
our
That
thing
was a big one.
Yeah, and our thing was like, dude, if we could hit 1,000, we could hit 2. If we could hit
Yeah.
2, 5,
Yeah.
5, 10,
Right. That's
10,
how it works.
20.
Yeah.
And then, dude, just keep building up. And bro, now we're at 91K subs, and I think we're at the final stretch. We just gotta put out like I think 10 banging
Yeah.
videos.
And we're gonna talk on here about like our strategies to get to 100K too. Like I think those are all things like talking about the consistency, talking about how like our whole plan
Yeah.
around posting this stuff when we have guests on.
And I guess we'll go back to I'll tell one more story, and then we'll go back to the timeline. But I guess the final story would be, I don't really remember milestones because the thing is, all the milestones we hit were in high school.
Yeah.
So we weren't really together for most of them. You know what I mean?
True. Yeah, because it was hard to plan it too because you were so far.
Yeah, we lived an hour away, so
Yeah.
it wasn't like, oh, we all came over and celebrated, whatever. I don't even remember hitting 100K on Instagram, if I'm being honest. I don't even remember where it was.
Yeah, me either.
But hitting 100K on Instagram
That was a
was
big one.
cool. That was
Yeah.
kind of aura.
Yeah.
That was
Well,
sick.
a little aura.
Dude, what else, bro? What was like another big thing? Damn, I don't know.
I think when our first TikTok blew up, that was cool.
Yeah.
'Cause
That was sick.
That was another one. Like
I remember
I remember our first million views on TikTok. That was like, whoa.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
And it was more for me. I remember the little things. Like I remember the moment when we were just sitting in my basement. We hit like 14 or 15K subs, and we were just sitting there, and I was like, "Damn, bro, this is crazy!" Like we hit 15,000 subscribers. Like it was like what? So I think that was really cool. And dude, I think just the little things. I like cherish the little moments. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think other than that, dude, yeah, I guess we'll just go back to the timeline. So we made our channel.
Yeah.
It kind of blew up. Beginning of junior year, it wasn't going too well. Like we were, just posting like kind of bullshit videos. Then I think our first good video was the DoorDash video.
Right. That was our first like good idea
Yeah.
that I feel like went really well.
Yeah, it went
and caught a
super
lot of
well.
eyes. Yeah.
Exactly. Went super well. Kind of blew up a little bit on YouTube. TikToks did well. That grew. Then the next video we posted did well. Then the next video we posted. So we kind of just built up. And then TikToks will blow up and all these things will blow up. We did well. Then a little bit of a gap, like middle of the year.
Yeah.
Right?
What like over Christmas or like when?
Yeah, like after that. Like
After that.
And then we posted wearing a Speedo in the
Right,
gym.
right,
That blew
Right.
up.
Yeah.
Then we posted the nerd video that blew
That
up.
did
Then
well.
Earth Day, then Speedo, then their
Constant creative
constant
ideas
just
that we were
blowing up,
ripping,
bro.
yeah.
1 of 10, 1 of 10, 1 of 10, which is like the YouTube ranking
Yeah.
system. So each video did better and better and better.
Right.
And then,
College tours hit, dude. That was a rough one.
yeah, dude, our parents made us go on college tours,
Yeah.
bro. Because I was supposed to go to college, bro. Like I graduated with a good GPA.
They were more. Your parents were more on you than my parents.
100%, bro. My parents were really, really wanting
Really
me to go to
pushing it.
college. I was
Yeah.
just like, I'm not going, bro. Even like, obviously a follow isn't that big of a deal, but dude, like if we had a few 100K, like we got a few 100,000 people to willingly like want more of our content.
What was your mindset? Like, did you, while you were on those college tours, did you know that you?
Oh
weren't
yeah,
gonna
dude.
go?
I don't even remember. I mean, like I remember going on the tours, but I would never pay attention. I remember I was on a college tour, and I was just refreshing YouTube Studio the whole time. And I remember it's crazy. Balin's filmer Lucas. I was on a college tour with my parents, and the lady was talking to me, and I see Lucas Bowerin DM'd, and I was like, oh my gosh. The lady was literally talking to me. I just totally ignored her and just like, I was like, oh my gosh, she DM'd us. And then I sent it to you guys, and then you're like, oh my gosh, like Balin might see our video.
Yeah.
And it was just the coolest thing. And then I was like, dude, college just isn't for me. And I feel like both of us have never been, we've always been kind of the odd ones out. In a good way, though. Like, I'm happy I'm not like everyone else, but we really just weren't like anyone else.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
And a
and
lot
it
of-
sounds cliche, cringy, whatever. We just weren't. Like,
Yeah.
we love filming YouTube videos.
And a lot of people might think that you're not as smart for not going to college, but I think you're like one of the smartest people I know
Bro,
in terms of
100%.
outside of school smarts.
I would say 9 out of my 10 friends, other than like my hometown friends, don't go to college. Like all my YouTube friends, they're smart. They know more about business. They have more experience. They all own like LLCs and everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah.
Yeah, that's real growth. That's real.
Yeah.
That's difficult.
Yeah.
I mean, if we stayed on the path, it would have been just as hard. We would have learned just as much.
For sure,
too.
for sure.
Yeah.
But other than that, dude. So yeah, so after that, then senior year kind of hit. We had a few videos like do well over that summer. Senior year hits, and then we're continuing. Videos do decent. We filmed with Snarp, that did well. Then another video that next summer did well. Then Luch had to go to college because we weren't making any money or anything. And then I was like, I had no filmer. I had nothing pretty much. I had Cole. Shout out Cole. Cole was a kid that helped me film.
Yeah, explain how you felt in that moment.
Yeah, dude. No, it sucked, bro. Like all my friends went to college. I don't want to say I was depressed, bro, but like I'd wake up, none of my friends would be there. My family would be at work or school. And I just felt like pretty lonely. I think that was the first time in my life I actually felt lonely. You know what I mean? And not only did I feel lonely, but I also felt trapped because I couldn't film, bro.
Right.
Like I'd have these good ideas. I'd have these great ideas. I wanted to be consistent. I wanted to film. And on one hand, none of my friends are there. I have no help filming. I wanted to do these things. But on the other hand, everyone just thinks I'm lazy.
Right.
You know? Like,
Yeah,
they're not.
that's how everyone was looking at it. They're like, oh, Liam's not even uploading
Liam just
anymore.
stopped uploading. It's like,
Yeah.
I didn't want to not
Yeah, you
upload, dude.
couldn't.
I wasn't trying to be lazy. I had no filmer. I tried to do my thing. We were making no money at the time. You know what I mean? And it just kind of sucked. And it's like building a business with someone, right? For 2 years. And then 50% of the work is done. I didn't know how to film. I didn't know how to edit, all these things. So throughout the year, I kind of had to learn, and then it became the quality went down. I didn't know what to do. So then I was just like, look, I'm going to stop. We're going to lock in, make some money. Now Luch is back. So that's that's our whole channel story, bro.
Yeah.
And
well, yeah. I mean, to sum it all up.
Yeah, to sum it up, we're going to go into, there's going to be so many stories and so many like nitty gritty things we're going to get into throughout the podcast. I just don't want to spoil it all.
Yeah,
This is just kind of like a trailer. But yeah, dude, the whole podcast is just about documenting our success story. But yeah, dude. So what about, that's kind of why we crumbled, I guess.
Yeah.
You would say.
I would say if I didn't go to college, I think it would have been a totally different story. But then again, we also didn't have any money to show for our work because because you didn't mention this, because we were younger than 18, we couldn't monetize anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
We didn't turn 18 until, a little more than a year ago. And we were doing YouTube for 3 years before that. We couldn't do anything. We couldn't get sponsorships. So that's why it was it was really difficult to kind of go off from there. But
it was hard.
But yeah, that's kind of how it crumbled. And then now it's just, I mean, what do you want to step into now?
Yeah, I guess what we've done this year.
Yeah.
Like, what were you doing? I mean, I can't explain what I was doing in the meantime. I'd moved to Florida for a little bit, stayed with some friends, moved back to New York, came back home. That's really my thing, bro. But every day I just woke up and I just thought about, okay, how do we build the channel? How do I do this? How do I do this? And now I think I'm finally getting that clarity and we're locked in. But what do you do this year? So you went to college. You first got to college. Then what?
Got to college, joined a fraternity, kind of live that college lifestyle. I was still trying to be involved. I was like the social media chair. And, as that year developed, I just realized that I don't really love it. I don't love being a part of the college life. I don't really love, just focusing on school and not trying to build something on the outside, because everyone waits for, their degree to come to where they could actually I'm going to do it all once I get a degree.
Yeah.
And then, so then we had that one conversation about, him reminding me kind of like, you love YouTube. You really love it.
Yeah.
This is what you're good at. And I was kind of trying to find what I am good at. And then I realized that, okay, if I step back into this field and I try to balance, I knew it was going to be hard to try to balance my schoolwork and also balance doing YouTube again, because I had to do that all throughout high school. If I could find that balance and we could pull it off, and then everything would make more sense, because obviously it wasn't going to work if it was just you. So I was like, all right, it's going to work out for both of us if both of us just put our minds to it. And I feel like it's a lot better now because you're not in school. So you're able to spend a lot of time where, where I kind of, when I have to study and when I have to do homework, you're able to kind of hold the other side of it.
For sure.
But yeah, once I realized that, I kind of just started again with you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of what happened.
That's just where we are, bro. And I think the future, I mean, we'll talk about the future, and then I think we're done for at least for the first episode. But I think the future was just about, the future is going to be hopefully 3 streams a week. We're going to build up to that. I
3
think
streams a week.
we're trying to navigate the streaming. 100%, at least 1 podcast a week.
Yeah,
at least 1.
Absolutely. And 1 YouTube video.
Yeah, and then a banging YouTube video. And we have our brand, bro. I guess we'll talk about the new adventures, bro, but we don't want to do the store pranks anymore. I think that was pretty we're both pretty adamant about that. We don't want to do the pranks anymore. We're still going to do the vlogs. We're still going to we're still going to mess around a lot.
It's going to be a progression into the final idea that we have. So think of like Speedo. I feel like Speedo is a good example. Like we were kind of vlogging the whole time, and then at the end, we kind of went into more of the prank
but
style.
It's going to be way more kind of storytelling and idea based. So I guess one of the ideas is like tonight we're making our own nightclub at the club areas on Halloween weekend. So that's what we're doing.
So fun.
So like it's gonna be more like bigger ideas, but we're still gonna have that vlog, that personality,
trolling,
us messing around in the stores and do that stuff. It just isn't gonna be like screaming in stores prank or like wearing
really,
a Speedo in the gym or
yeah,
like
anything
whatever.
like
Like,
that.
but it's still gonna be the good Liam Gimig and the stuff
Banger ideas
that we always used to do. But yeah, dude, I think that's a wrap. I think
Yeah,
short,
I think this
sweet.
served a
The other
its
episodes will
purpose.
be
Yeah.
The other episodes will be longer, but expect guests, expect
Mm-hmm.
more episodes. Everything else will be linked in the description. Sub to the main channel if you're not already. I love you guys. I think that's a wrap.
That's a wrap. Subscribe.
I appreciate you guys.
Check
yeah,
us out
let's see.
every. Are we gonna do every Saturday?
I think every Saturday podcast, every Sunday. We might do during the week. I think maybe every Wednesday, but
Okay.
we'll upload this Sunday. So I think or Saturday.
Saturday.
This will be out on a Saturday,
Yeah.
November 1st. But yeah,
And,
dude,
yeah, I think
we're excited.
I'm super
We're here.
excited to just continue and tune in next week.
Yeah, dude.
and whenever we do our
All
next
right.
episode.
Love you guys. See you next episode.
Subscribe.
Let's go, baby. Gimmick podcast. See you later.